What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, January 12th. The 12th. Yeah, the 12th. Hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. So this was not anticipated. I thought that this show came out on Saturdays in our time zone, and actually it looks like there was a double header when it first released in Japan. So the second episode became available yesterday. And I didn't learn that until after my recording hours. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just have 3 reactions to do on Thursday. So alas, here we are. Welcome to the second reaction to Miss Nagatoro's Second Attack. So the first episode, there's not much more to say now than I didn't say in my first reaction. It was a good episode. Obviously I continue to be a little annoyed with Hayase's, with Nagatoro's antics and here and there. There are times where she's actually a pretty good girl to follow, and she actually definitely has a softer side. And obviously we know what her affection level is for Naoto, but it's just sometimes her teasing. It's not even so much that it's abusive. I know some people are just outright, she's just an outright bully to the guy. But my thing is, no, it's just that she's so poor with expressing her emotions and her feelings of how she feels it. And I can't really say that Yoshi, Maki, and Sakura are really a great influence on getting her to be good at expressing her feelings. I mean, we know that they're trying to egg her on to, ultimately getting to a confession state or whatever. But it's just that she just has moments where she's good, and then she goes, she does the noodle arm slapping, or the physical hitting, or the mental abuse, or whatever she wants to do. And obviously we know it's just her way of trying to show affection. But, it doesn't work for everyone. And, I was just talking about this show briefly in my Tomo-chan reaction. Because in that show, those two main characters, Tomo and June, they've been bros since day one. So they're obviously very physical with each other. Their chemistry has been established over quite a period of time. So, it's not the same as what we're going through now. It makes sense that those two act the way that they do towards each other. It feels a lot more natural, and it feels like it flows. In this show, Naoto is clearly a very different species of people than Nagatoro, and it's just, there are times where she'll act a way that I can understand why the community will look at this and be like, she's just being an outright bully. So, the first episode just kind of continued on my biggest concern that I've had for this series, that, I do wish she would soften up just a little bit. I understand that some of you that defend Nagatoro all the time are just like, well, that's just her personality, and we just have to accept it for what it is. And that's right. And I do accept it for what it is. But my rating for the show will never go above a 7 if she continues acting this way, because I feel that this behavior hinders the plot and the ability for it to feel like it's a more natural growth between the two. And obviously there were plenty of scenes in the first season that we did see genuine growth, which is why I weighed on the stronger end of the 7 than the weaker end of the 7, but I just couldn't crack the show to an 8, because it's just, she would go right back and do things that just I couldn't vibe with. So, first episode was, a lot of great scenes. Obviously, the whole her putting on tights things was very funny. And, our senpai, Mr. Naoto, being the Chad he is, he just wiped it off her shoe and stuff. And then, of course, we had the whole food situation where they were feeding him, and, of course, she went into possessive mode. But again, it's times like that I know that her feelings are genuine for him, but I just need her to just somewhat stop with her mental antics. And, as far as the physical stuff, I have no issues. The noodle thing is her trademark, so I have no issue with the noodle arm thing. But just read the room and just know when it's appropriate to play around and when it's not. And this is a textbook case for people that age. They don't really know what they're doing. And most of us think that we knew what we were doing in middle school and high school. No, the hell we didn't. Most of us still are trying to figure that out, and we're getting to our 30s now. So there you go. But let's go ahead and get started, since we have an episode. So again, this is episode 2. I did not know what the title of the episode is, but we will go ahead and get this started now in 3, 2, 1. See, and here we go. Good, as you should be. And I just want to really see him hold his ground against her more often. She gonna troll you. See? See, trifling. Trifling. You just trifling. Bro, you could seriously hurt somebody doing some foolishness like that. I swear. Like, I swear. We're gonna have to get it together, my girl. We're gonna have to get it together. Oh, FYI too, I am definitely turning my sound down when I get to the openings and endings of shows. A vast majority of the shows that I'm watching / reacting to this season have Sony entertainment songs, and Sony's been hearing the background songs through my headphones, so they've been hitting me with copyright. So I have to be a little careful with that. So yeah. I didn't realize that much sound cuts through the headphones. And again, it is adorable seeing when Nagatoro has her, her just shocking, just oof moments when he accidentally touches her in a way that really throws her off. And then again, she gets really adorable when those moments happen. And I just want more of that. Like, I don't want her to lose her whole personality, but I just want her to stop being so damn abusive all the time. Like, it's a better way to express yourself. Some people do like that, though. And I get that. There are some people who actually like that type of torture. Masochist. That ain't me, though. You're inviting me, senpai. I'm sure you aren't because you keep getting distracted. Ah! There my girl is. Yes! My man has a plan. The zoo. Yes, yes. We're well aware, Miss President. And you are gloriously wonderful. Now you can make the comment, just make sure Nagatoro ain't nowhere nearby. That sounds like a terrible idea. How is he going to get anything accomplished with his art with her around? This is the other part. Her and his creepy and gross stuff. Oh, hell. Wow. Aww. See. She's so happy. See, it's. Oh my goodness. Minding my business. She's just waiting for the invite. I guess that's 50% there. And obviously because she's a cat person. Why do you have to smack him though? Like, keep your hands to yourself. Ain't no way he said that. Bruh, just say it. I mean, as much as he condescended towards you, you do what you do, my dude. True equality. Such a roundabout way of just asking her out to the zoo. I swear, these dorks. See, and then you just be ruining these moments. Stop smacking this man and just be happy. Because obviously you are exploding inside. You know, and I understand. She just has to learn a different way to express herself. My goodness. Nagatoro, you'd be one of my best girls if you just got that much more maturity. Like, but you'll get there. I'm going to have faith. She just always looks crazy, though, every time she shows up anywhere. Oh, for her to practice herself. Oh, oof, oof. She is so annoyed. She is so annoyed. Maybe that kick was appropriate, I guess. Oh my goodness. Again, he's here to get some art insight. And she wants this just to be a regular date. See, just the complete disconnect with what we're actually here for. Yeah, because you just walked in on him being given the tickets, and you basically being a reference. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you, my girl, because I can't draw for nothing. Even as a photographer, it's part of the reason why I don't do like special effects and stuff, because I'm awful. I am somewhat better now, but it is difficult. But some people just have a knack for it. Wow. Like, I wish I could do something like that. I really do. Maybe if I practice, who knows? Maybe that's what I'll do once I hit my full midlife mark. Pick up art, like how people pick up golfing. He'll teach you how it's done, but if he takes your hand, it's gonna. This is why my man can never get anything done. What does a virgin and a sealess? What does any of that have? Bro, just push her off the bench. Oh, and then of course adds please and thank you. Uh huh. Knowing you're gonna freak out the second he touches your hand, and you're gonna shriek up and then run the other side of the park. I don't think anything's actually being drawn on that page. No way that's anything other than scribble. Oh. Wow, that was actually very decent, given I know he was stressing out. One thing I will respect from her, again, she realized that this wasn't exactly the date that she was expecting, and she adjusted herself, and actually seems to be somewhat interested in what's going on. I like that. Good on her. Because she could have just been an ass the entire time. Girl, you can't. Girl, you did far better than most people. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually alright for your first run. Yeah. You gotta understand that you're up against the art god here right now, so. Practice. Understanding your environment, understanding the emotion behind art. Art is honestly a very relaxing thing to do, and and if I felt that I'd be even remotely decent at it, I would love to pick it up as a hobby. Like, it's actually decent for her first full draw through. I'm proud of her. Yeah. Oh boy, no eyes. Hey, when a girl and a guy has no eyes, you know it's double trouble. Yeah, you annoying ass. Keep it moving. Yeah, I'm minding my damn business. Keep it stepping, Mr. No Eye and Miss No Girl. Out of here. Hey, hey, calm yourself down. I bet you y'all can't even draw stick figures properly. Stick up for your girl, man. And just for art in general. This your second strike, bro. You need to keep it stepping. The third strike, you gonna get a punch in the damn mouth. That I'm gonna support. Man, punch him in his mouth. I ain't supposed to be a supporter of violence, but he's earned it. This is the second time. Now, can we have our sketch pads back? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mascotty vibes. Get your... Y'all might actually lose your lives. I think y'all should just hand the pads back over and keep it moving. Ah. Y'all should be very grateful you got out of here with your lives. Yeah, but I'm sure you heard him defend your art, though. Which is why I wish that this would not be your language to use after this. Yep, she did hear it. I think she's gonna get there. I do truly believe she's gonna get there where she's gonna calm herself down. Each episode she marginally gets better. And yes, a lot of times she'll revert, but you know, her personality, her demeanor, and the fact that she truly values him, it's getting there. It's just gonna be really infuriating when she goes all ape on everybody. Maybe because she's actually trying really hard to impress you with whatever she's doing. Yeah, I think she actually is really trying to put her heart into this. Or she's drawing him in front. Maybe she's drawing him in front of the animal. I can. Man, go somewhere. Bruh, I'm about to smack you as art pad. That's not that bad though. That was not a bad drawing though. Yeah. Way better than what I would have done. Yes, yes, yes. You know, out of all the rom coms that I watch, never am I more confused about my feelings about a show on an episode to episode basis as I am with Nagatoro's show. Like, literally every 30 seconds, she either does something that irritates the hell out of me or it makes me love her, just makes me love her so much. Like, it's just ridiculous, I swear. Ugh. Such a confusing show. Also, I'd really like to see Yoshi do a test to see what her IQ is. If she gets anything above a 10, I'll give her a gold star. But then again, I guess she has to have some level of smarts. She made it to high school. Oh boy. Oh boy, the Bunny! Best girl with the bunny suit is on the way back. Y'all already know what's coming next. Alright, so again, this episode, every 30 seconds, either I love this episode and thought it was a 10 out of 10 or I thought it was a 0. It all depends on how Miss Nagatoro was acting. But once again, I'm instead of focusing on the negatives that y'all already know about, let's focus on the positives here. It was actually very nice because most of this episode did revolve around the visit to the zoo and the fact that even though this wasn't a date that Nagatoro thought it was going to be, even though that's kind of, in a way, I don't know how she thought anything else was going on, but I guess because she walked in on their conversation between him and the president where they were just talking about making sure that she's invited. She didn't hear the part about the fact that, he's doing this to live draw. So, but I love the fact that she realized that, and yes, she experienced the normal disappointment that everyone else experiences when something is not exactly what you thought it was going to be, but then she tried to adapt to that. And she did, and one thing we always I give her credit for is that she does genuinely mean everything she says about her senpai, about Naoto. So, there's at no point do I feel that if she's going to give something a try that she's not being genuine about it. She respects his art. She respects what he loves. And even though she does a terrible job of expressing her emotions, an absolutely awful job at times, when she does try to express them and when she does have those glimmers of hope, those are really big glimmers. And I really do enjoy those traits out of her. And, those are the things that I would like to see come out more as we progress through the series. Now I wish that every positive of her was not followed up by her either giving a verbal insult or a physical assault with the noodle arms, or just smacking the man in the face or whatever's going to be. But There are definitely more times than not each episode that we see her ultimate defense and admiration for her senpai, as we once again saw when Miss No-Ai and Mr. No-Ai decided to show up, and Mr. No-Ai apparently didn't learn a thing or two from the last time he was up against him, and he defended her then. And once again, in both cases, he defends her honor. He looks out for her. People are trying to insult him, and he's not going to let anyone talk down on her, because again, even if he didn't have feelings about her, he's respecting someone's hard work and drive. They took the time to do something that when they first got to the park, they could barely do. She could probably barely draw doodles, and now she could sit here and honestly draw relatively well. And I'm going to assume that they've only been at the zoo for maybe, half a day or something like that. And that's an amazing accomplishment that I have great admiration for. She genuinely got into the activity that was happening, and he defended her honor, because that shit won't right. And a lot of respect, a lot of admiration. And these are the times that it does show the great chemistry between the two. So, again, every episode, y'all are going to hear me gripe and complain about her physical and verbal assaults. And I will say that while it is getting a little easier to deal with now, and obviously it's nowhere even close to as awful as it was in the first couple of episodes of the first season, I'm going to put my faith in the fact that it's going to improve, that it's going to get better. And even though I'm going to be frustrated, and obviously my frustrations with when she does that is going to affect what a final rating on the show is going to be, I am going to go through this season giving her that opportunity to soften up. We've seen those moments when she can soften up, that she's a really good girl. And one thing that we know for a fact is that there's no remote thought in my mind that she's trying to take advantage of him or to use him for her own bidding. She truly has has a lot of admiration and respect for him, and she's just an adolescent trying to figure out how she's supposed to express these newfound feelings that she doesn't know what to do with. So that's pretty much my thoughts for this episode, and more or less some of them just kind of follow up on the first episode and how I felt for the whole show. So that's my thoughts for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy the episode. It was a really good date. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing Miss President with the bunny suit back on next episode, as we saw in the preview for the next episode, so that'll be exciting. So thanks for watching. If you did like the reaction, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon, for those on YouTube, of course, because there is no bell icon on Bilibili. So with that said, I'll see you guys whenever the next episode drops. I'm going to assume that this was a one-time thing and that the episodes will resume every Saturday. Now, I'm not sure if, because this episode dropped this Saturday, if we're getting an episode, drop this Wednesday, if we are actually getting a episode 3 on Saturday, or if they're going to skip a week and then follow up the following week. But whenever that does drop, I'll be back for that third episode reaction. So until that time, catch you later.